Okay, so we haven't seen the Krill since Game 1. So for them to bring them back, I think is actually really appropriate. It would make sense that they would evolve since they came from the same area as the Locust did in the underbellies of Sarah, being woken up after the Pendulum Wars. Okay, cannot walk through the fire. I cannot carry on through the fire and the flames. These are the different things we're going to learn when we're playing this game, winners. I was like, oh yeah, I'll hop through that blue fire, which is notably hotter. It's okay. No.
Clear out of here. It's not safe.
One of the things I think one of the odd things is more the military side of me. Like, the second you saw those in the air, it would be like, hey, clear out everything that would be flying. Obviously, it's not going to work, and they're going to be at a greater risk than anything else.
Fire's in the way. Find a way around.
So I'm kind of wondering if we're going to have to do a couple more UV light things, and it'll feel, like I said, it'll be back to how it was for the Krill. Alright, this is what we're gonna do real quick with it, because I got a few of those right now, so let's upgrade some jackpot stuff. Alright. There's a good start for us. I do like that Jackbot can be updated to help you out a little bit, and that he can even revive, considering he's got his little zappy thingy. I think that's going to be something fun, especially if they do a, hey, you're separated from them, but you at least have Jack with you. So that way you always feel like there's a teamwork squad element. And as I said, the ability to focus fire, I think, is going to be hugely, hugely beneficial, because it makes the squad idea seem more viable. It doesn't seem like it's just, oh, I have these 4 people with me, they shoot their ghost bullets, and they're useless, what are they doing here? So, good on the Coalition in order to make that happen.
Through here.
Alright, everyone in here didn't make it, that's great.
Cardio kit. Hang on. That has stim tech.
Jack gives temporary armor boost, affects all squad mates within range. In co-op only, the Jack players can equip or upgrade Jack. Okay.
Alright, with that upgrade, Jack can stim our way through that fire.
Okay. And that's a cool thing that it'll sit there and do that to you, to be like, here's this upgrade. I don't necessarily know how I feel about it, because it's like, oh, it's more of like a health thing, but it gives out armor?
Okay.
Which is a little odd. Del. Okay, so now these organisms, we don't even know what they are. They're not reading like the Locust, and they're not reading like an original Boltok! Alright, guys. We have the pistol I will try to use for the rest of the game.
Alright. Looks like it's stim time.
We're going to explore a little bit. I like these quieter sections. I don't know what necessarily to say with these little bit of puzzles, but it's not bad. Like I said, it's not unwelcome. And I'm glad I did look around, because it looks like we should be able to stim into this building. Which gets us another core. Okay. Denizens of the Hollow. Wonders of the Serrano Ocean. So, and it's fun here seeing what the world looks like outside of it, because I feel like in the other Gears games, with it being so drastic... Okay, they just rip him apart. I was waiting for him almost to...
Over there, snipers! Let's clear them out!
I was waiting for them almost to, like, take control of... And do the whole hacking thing. Where it was like, oh... They have this ability to, like, fire into the synapses and blah, 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 connecting to the robots, and it, like, the fact that even in the original game they made the comment of, oh, yeah, that makes sense, and it's like, it does. Like, what part about that actually makes sense to you? Where do you actually see that as a... Where do you see that as a viable, like, yeah, that totally makes sense? Like, no. In what universe?
Thanks, Jack.
I couldn't remember how to reach over there and grab him, so that was totally my fault. There we go. That, I feel like that is going to be one of the most clutch weapons in this game. I'll probably play it like I end up playing most of my shooters, where you get a really broken-ass weapon, such as this grenade launcher.
JD, Joe, Marcus and I had to bug out of the wall. Swarm is everywhere. Can't raise control.
Something's messing with our comms. Did you read, Kate? We got separated from Colfax and Carmine.
Let me regroup. Meet us at the theater.
Wilco, see you there. JD, come on, let's cut through the hotel.
I'm going to pick back up the frag grenades. I don't mind a shock grenade, but at the same time, I'm just like, eh. Let's just let's use tried and true. Memo to the Beaumont Hotel staff. Our safety. We've reached out to the Ministry of Defense regarding rumors of an unspecified threat to the safety of our settlement. We've been assured there is no cause for alarm, thus normal operations will be resuming. Hundreds of guests will be arriving for both the premiere of Embry, the musical, as well as Settlement 2's summer birth ceremony, which has been booked in our very own Founders Ballroom. These are among the highest profile events we have seen in the district yet. We project 0 vacancies during this time, so let's get and stay focused on delivering world-class experience to our guests. Management. Yeah, that sounds like something that management would do at a hotel. Be like, hey, yeah, we reached out, even if they didn't. And then we'd be like, oh, okay. And they're like, yeah, no, let's totally do this. Like, we're not sure how much that adds up. But it is what it is. It happens. Yeah, I think the new Jack's gonna be a welcome addition. I'm excited for all the characters, even Foz. Like, I'm like, oh, you're an asshole. But at the same time, I think you're going to show a good other side of what can possibly be going on.
Oh, shit. We're losing a lot of gears.
Samson Hughes, Sergeant, Nuafira. And I think the fact that, like, gears are dying so much in this one hits home more, because there shouldn't be that many left. Even Carmine, when you saw him there in the other game, he was, like, up and he was like, yeah, I'm an awesome sergeant. I'm the Carmine that survives. I'm really, really cool.
I made it back to my convoy. Gonna try to get these people out of here.
Copy that, Lizzie. Good luck.
God, I like Lizzie. And they don't call her Carmine. So I'm thinking that means she's safe, considering Carmine in 4, you saw him for about half a second, and then it's like, Carmine, take him down. He takes down the choppers and then immediately gets things dropped on him and dies. And I'm like, wow, you were a severe write-off. And considering Clay was so cool and he's like hardcore, and you see that he's got his brother's names tattooed on his arm.
Let's stand down.
Oh god. They're literally like zombie DBs.
Are you kidding me? That block thing doesn't doesn't just shut DBs down, it turns them. What the hell, man?
All right, yeah, there's a little bit of like, give me the science, guys. Tell me how this bioorganism is able to take over these computers. Like, give me an actual. I don't care if it's even a little half-baked. Give me something that says, oh yeah, this is totally why it can happen. Because the last game tried to do that, and they shrugged it off and made it into like a funny moment.
You don't want to break them. Now let's get the rest of them.
Can I sneak up on all of them? I like how it's like, oh, I'm in a stealth section, let me be quiet. I'm glad I didn't break any of those bottles there.
Okay. Quiet.
This is actually really creepy. You don't really think of like robots walking around as like a scary factor. In fact, a lot of people, you really don't think of most sci-fi genres as being horror, but then you got to remember Alien and Aliens, you know.
Terminated.
That's a bit of a bummer. I guess I really couldn't get to him without finding something out. Yeah, that one seems a little bit near impossible. But it looks like it only activated the one. So let's see if we can't be a little bit quieter going around the rest of the way. There's got to be a way to like perfectly path this in order to knock out all the DBs without once being spotted. But I'm not 100% sure. Tried. And they, honestly, it's really creepy how zombie-like they almost are. It's not, oh god, they have explosives. That power slide, man. Oh no, that's just their faces. Is your face hurting you? Because it's killing me, because there's a grenade strapped to it. That was bad. It was really bad. I apologize, winners. I know you expect better here at Built to Fail with our witticisms, but this is the best I had at that particular moment. And they twitch. I think that's what makes it even like creepier is twitching. Anything that looks vaguely human is always terrifying because it's like, nope, burn it with fire, get rid of it. And then you have something here where it's like, it's robotic, so it's not even like, oh yeah, you're remotely human. It's, you're a robot, you're nowhere near human, and now you're twitching like something that would be like, oh, you're infected and have that like weird little twitch where it's like, okay, you look like me, but something about you is distinctly not human. And that makes me want to say, kill it and burn it with fire. So, to get that out of a robot, I think is kind of interesting. It's not something that I've truly ever seen done before, and it could really lend itself to something a lot scarier later on, especially if they got a hold of like the huge mecha that we've piloted at the end of the 4th game. I think that would make it fantastic.
Okay, they're done. I've seen enough of this horror movie. We gotta get to that theater.
No argument here. Come on.